I want you guys to make some noise for the next team coming to the stage. Ivory Coast. Of course, Ivory Coast is eliminated from the tournament, but this is another chance to show you just how strong of a team these guys are. Obviously, the choices here are who plays first. The captains get the opportunity to choose, and it's a matchup game. They may have characters that they're better against, players that they're better against. Let's get to this next team.
منتخب ساحل العاج اللي شفناه في مبارياتها اللي كانت معنا في المرات الماضية للأمانة صدمونا بالمستوى اللي قدموه وشفنا منهم مستوى ما كان متوقع في هذه المباريات، لكن صحيح حتى برضو يعني نقدر نقول ان موجودين هم برضو مستمرين معنا في هذه المباراة، وراح نشوف إذا بيكملون باقي معنا المشوار. هذه الفرصة الأخيرة للانتصارات، لأن الهزيمة فيها راح ممكن تودي إلى الخروج لهذه المباراة، وزي ما شفنا عندنا لاعب واحد بس راح يلعب فيها التوب 5. لكن الحين أعزائنا المشاهدين، أعزائنا الحضور، خلونا نرحب في المنتخب الثاني معنا على المسرح مع منتخب ألمانيا.
Now, once again, I am such a big fan of this young Germany team. Any chance I get to see HK Jr. play, I will gladly take it, but I'm happy that they get an opportunity to get more money while they're here and an opportunity to, get some more games in, because this is practice. This is going to be really good.
صحيح اللي شفناه من مباراة منتخب ألمانيا بدايتهم كانت صعبة شوي، لكن رجعوا بشكل أفضل في مبارياتهم الأخيرة، لكن هذه الفرصة الأخيرة لهم. فعلا فريق يافع، فعلا فريق جالس يتطور بشكل سريع، وهذه فرصتهم الأخيرة إذا قدروا يفوزون راح يكملون باقي المباراة معنا. فالحين راح يبدون اللعيبة ينتقلون إلى أماكنهم ونبدأ فيها المباراة الأولى.
Now that we guys have seen the teams that are about to play against each other, you guys take your seats, get ready to play.
والحين أعزائنا المشاهدين، هذا اللعيبة يختارون مقاعدهم، أو بلا صح يجلسون في مقاعدهم يختارون اللاعب اللي راح يلعب مباراتهم الأولى.
Yo, crowd, I have a question while you're here. I want to get you guys involved in this. If you guys would like the Ivory Coast to take it, make some noise! I'm glad you guys are awake, because this is going to show who you really support. What if you guys want Germany to take it? Make some noise! I like how indecisive they are. I'm going to point at you guys later, because if you're clapping for two teams, that's not fair, okay? That includes you, Jordan. Yeah, don't raise your hands. You're the captain of Saudi Arabia. You can't do that.
صحيح المنتخبين عندنا بمستوى متشابه، حتى برضه جدا برضه متقاربين فيها، لكن متأكد المباراة ما راح تكون سهلة وراح تكون برضه بالبيست اوف 5. الفرصة الأخيرة للمنتخبين.
I'm still not going to answer your question, but I'm sure the commentators can. Let's send it back to the desk.
راح نبدأ فيها المباراة وخلونا ننتقل على طول مع المعلقين.
Well, we have Ivory Coast and Germany up on the stage right now.
Not Bolivia. This is not quite the matchup we were expecting.
Definitely not Bolivia or Peru or Saudi Arabia. There's a couple ways we haven't expected this one to come. But between these two teams, I think these are some of the most difficult teams to choose who is going to represent you as the player.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have this problem obviously in the final bracket as well. But out of these teams in this captain circle bracket, man, here we go.
Skywalker and Tetsu.
But it's like, man, I'm looking at the German team and I'm like, who are you going to put up?
This is so confusing to me though, because at the mix-up, Sephi Black double eliminated Skywalker from that tournament. So if you're Germany and you're thinking, yo, I can take out Skywalker.
Yeah. But on the other side, isn't that not based on the assumption that Skywalker goes in? I mean, I feel
It
like
is.
Shaolin performed really well this weekend. He's the one, I think, with momentum.
And
He's
Shaolin's the one
in
sitting
the
down.
captain's chair, I
Oh
told you.
my gosh, the mix-ups, dude. You go play the coin flip, I'll sit at the desk. Shaolin gonna be the one playing for the team here.
Did Germany do the same thing?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
They
I
gonna
think-
put
I
the
bet
FaZe
Seppi's
clan in?
coming up.
They gonna put FaZe clan in?
I don't know. I think if I was Germany here, you have to put Seppi in.
It makes the most sense. It's the
Yeah.
one, you know, like obviously all of us, we look at the team, Ron, we're like, Giuseppe is the most experienced. He's the one, you know, he's the rock of this team, right? He brings
Right.
that leadership, that kind of presence. And I think especially on a stage like this, he probably has the most experience out of the German team, right?
Exactly.
This kind of situation.
He is the one setting up right now. But I mean, you knew that 50-50, he could take out at least Skywalker guaranteed. At least if he felt comfortable at least against Shaoling, then fine. But if you felt like maybe Tetsu or HK were really good against Master Raven, then you have a bigger decision to make, right? But Seppi Black on the German team also the most consistent highest placing player in international tournaments from the three of them.
Yeah, it makes me wonder too for Shaolin. I'm thinking maybe he goes Xiao Yu in this match, or
Against Miguel? Yeah, not a bad choice.
I mean, I'm thinking it's probably scary for him to pick Raven just because of matchup experience. I have to imagine that that's in Seppi's favor, right?
I mean, that's the interesting thing, because I don't think Shaoling and Seppi played at the mix-up, right? But I think that in Ivory Coast, they have a Miguel player, and they felt comfortable against Miguel. But again, when Skywalker played Seppi, it didn't go the way they expected.
Yeah, Seppi's obviously, you know, I think probably
A different
a cut
tier.
above, yeah.
So yeah, this will be very interesting. I am curious now about the character. It is best of 5, so he has an opportunity to switch characters too, right? So he might try out both the Raven
That's true.
and
That's
the
true, yeah.
Ling Xiaoyu.
He's definitely played both throughout the group stage as well.
Oh yes, and that was a little surprise because I thought that he was kind of sticking to the Master Raven nowadays, but cool to see Xiaoyu is still very effective.
You saw the Xiao Yu, yeah, like you said, it's like it wasn't even just Xiao Yu, it was the way he played her against Australia in the Ivory Coast group stage. But man, you saw him play very, very lane, very just like heavy runaway style, hit and run, and then, you know, played with a very, very high degree of patience that I think in this kind of competitive environment like this is not fun to play against.
No, it's not.
Especially if they have a life lead, like, man, that's one of the most frustrating kinds of opponents. Okay, well,
Master Raven, maybe? Yeah, we got the name swapped up top, it looks like.
okay, all right. Dialing in Miguel versus Master Raven. How you feel about this one?
Miguel and Master Raven? Bro, these are two characters. I don't think I've ever seen this matchup, bro. I have no clue.
This is not a 2023 matchup. This is
You rarely see Ravens this far in the bracket, and you only see Miguel because of Seppi, right? So it's very rare to see.
Seppi, maybe a few others from time to time, but it's basically Seppi. So here we go, Master Raven. I gotta imagine what gonna try to utilize for Shaolin, at least try to build a life lead early on, maybe using some of those further range threats. Looking for what, down back 2, trying to work the down back 2-1 game around it, using those left kick buttons in particular, like 3-3 strings, maybe something like that to try to establish range control. Shaolin, let's see, he's a little bit more defensive in his approach. You see backing off right away.
Yeah, Raven's super slippery as a character.
Then establish the keep away with, of course, you know, Jackknife, Warhound, and Quicksand mix up, but right away, Seppi Black with the easy float here, wall conversion.
Goodness. Yeah, give me this 15-second life lead. You're enraged, the round's almost done.
And
perfect.
the lows just added up at the end. Perfect to close it out. Man,
Fight.
Seppi right away, it's not going to be that easy, Chief. Trading lows.
Ooh, beautiful. Calls out the high there, ducks underneath and gets the launch.
And that's the risk for Seppi. If he wants to hang out and fight in this 1-2 range where, you know, Seppi obviously likes to play a lot of matchups in that compact position, right?
Yeah, you got to be with Miguel. Everyone complains about his arm length, so he wants to be up in your grill.
The thing is, Raven and the threat of her crouch mix up like that, that is a very risky area to play in. Whoa, I don't
No
think
way.
so. No, down back 2-1.
Yeah, I don't even know that he would have
Round
survived
3.
the down back 2-1 through the rage armor.
See right away, Shaolin trying to represent Jackknife, trying to just, even if I don't get the counter hit launch off this uppercut, you know, got to put the fear of God in you, right? While standing 1, comes up with the upper. Up kicks, gets the 4-1, looking for the splat, just short of it.
Yeah, he thought the wall was there for sure that time. Yeah, Seppi taking a couple of risks. Oh man, he's ready to duck the highs as well.
Jackknife, good break on the cider throw.
Oh, we get another throw though. Wow, it survives, but no, low kick out of there.
Round 4.
Yeah, this is pretty back and forth right now. And Shaolin defensively has done well against Sephi and reading his offense, but you know, Sephi's gonna adapt to that. And everyone I've talked to that talks about playing against Sephi has talked about how he changes your timing. Like you're forced to change your timing against him.
Also on Shaoling's side, he's done a good job of representing the mid threats here. He hasn't really cashed out and gone low too much. You haven't seen him go to quicksand, but I mean, Sephi not going to give him the opportunity, bro. We're all hop kick here. Wall pressure on his side.
Both of them missed that wall. Now walk on a nice low parry from Sephi here though, and he's got a good life lead. Good to land the combo just to make sure, but he drops the ender. And now Shaoling's got a chance with Rage. Finishes the up forward 4-4.
Stormbringer, then Sephi now just backing out, back to the wall here.
Yeah, cashing on the downward 1-2. Okay, back to the mix. 10 seconds Shaoling.
Finally, the
good.
quicksand comes out. Drop the heel on him.
5 seconds here. The down back
2.
2-1. All right. Final round, game 1.
Fight.
Just talked about that. That was 3 rounds of establishing mid out of my cross dash like that. Finally goes low. Sephi here though. Wall control, big damage, low stacking up.
70% life lead for Sephi. Float conversion with the down back 2 in the air
It's
that
hard,
time.
those are hard.
Rage mode again for Shaoling.
Testing the jab strings. Just out. Oh my god. Whip on the rage.
Yeah, that's
just
rough.
outside of rage.
Quicksand's good. Another
Quicksand
one.
again. Delay
Do it again.
Shinobi Cyclone.
Up
Then
forward 4.
Stormbringer. Oh my god, to close it out. And Sephi knows he let that one get away from him. That got really dicey towards the end. That was like 3 or 4 guesses back to back to back.
That was crazy. And Shaoling's defense against Miguel was good right from the outset. You know, and Sephi gave him a couple of high shots ducker and he cashed in from big time. Yeah, the comeback there, right? Sephi had like a 70% life lead in that final round. Sephi looks a little shook. And look at this comeback right here. This was for round 4.
Yeah, just chunks of damage. And there's just like 4 or 5 situations where it's just like, man, Sephi really let that one get away from him.
And this comeback, 4-4. He was so scared of the lows that were adding up against him there. Got caught back quicksands before that.
You eat 3 or 4 power lows in a row like that, right? Like that's
Yeah.
In the game winning scenario like that, it's just you put the fear of God in him, and then finally, okay, yeah, now let me bring it back.
Man, it's hard. It's hard being in that position, sitting back there and just watching your team ride or die. Man, that was definitely a close one.
I don't know, man. I feel like thinking about it too. It felt like most of the scenarios that we were in, with the wall especially, it felt like Sephi was the one that had the most control and got the most return out of it damage-wise. But I feel like in a lot of the sidewall situations and parallel to the wall, it felt like Shaolin was able to get the read on how Miguel wanted to get off of it.
Yeah.
And was able to, use, of course, passive tracking attacks like Shinobi Cyclone, being able to snipe it when he's trying to step and stuff like that. And it felt like that's where he got a lot of return. Quicksand obviously played a role as well.
Yeah, I mean, and really, I think it was the downward 1-1. Sephi threw it like 3 times there. And at the very end, instead of just ducking and launching, he just ducked it and he did quicksand against him, right? And he put in this crouching situation where he didn't want to defend. And Sephi had no reason to even do it at that point, right? He had big life lead. He could have just done downward 1 by itself, but he's been in this mode right now from that first game where he just keeps on wanting to throw out an extension, whether it's the downward 1-2 or the downward 1-1. And like, he could just do the downward 1, but it's not something he's gone to yet. Right, so it doesn't look like he's playing potentially at his best right now, which is a little scary if you're Germany, watch him, because I even saw at the end of that game, Tetsu, he looked over at HK like, bro, what's happening? Like, I just saw that moment. So Sephi, he's got to pull it together here. Hammerhead stage incoming. Shaoling's playing well here. And Sephi, he's playing well still, but he's leaving a lot of openings he doesn't usually leave.
Yeah, wider stage, obviously, and less rounded, obviously more rectangular, but that's still... Raven is a character. Characteristically, she can clear that stuff, man, on the right kind of hits. So Sephi kind of has to be careful about putting himself in that situation.
Let's see what happens in game 2 here now. Shaoling up 1-0, best of 5.
Backing up and right away just whip punishes from Shaolin.
Good magic 4 from Sephi, though.
Yeah, good challenge to the meat hook string. Now Sephi, wall control. Minus 50%.
Look at the double triple side step. That was so good.
Movement.
Shaoling. Okay. Sephi just taking his time here. Double back dash, gets the hop kick, whip punish.
Sidewall and then low to close it out. Okay, Seppi trying to establish
Round
control
2.
here.
Fight.
Some form of momentum.
Boy, I love the mix there with the ball and 3.
Shaolin looking for the Tartarus with punish here. You see him putting out those big 4 buttons too, trying to just control that 1, that 2 range like that. 2, no 4 to follow it up. Just space control buttons. This character has them in strides. Testing him with Haze.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Oh man.
Beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Shaolin here catching it big time.
Black hole, and then gonna clear half the stage. Another touch, and Seppi's gonna be in trouble. Putting that down forward 3 out there, you better not press a high.
Down 4-3 is one of those moves that Raven I absolutely love, but very rarely do you see it land as a counter hit.
Oh, but when it does, bro.
Yeah, when it does, it's so sick.
When that sweet chin music hits, bro.
And then Vampire needs after 8 seconds, Seppi regains the lead.
And I like what Shaolin's doing too, trying to you know, you forget sometimes, dude, just because of the way you talk about this all the time, the way Tekken 7's throw system is.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a character with dedicated throw breaks,
Round
Raven does have a dedicated 1 break, and you saw him, Shaolin trying to represent it there. That's going to help the rest of your offense.
And the end of that round right there, that rage art that came out, is because Seppi just did down forward 1 by itself. And it's something he wasn't doing the first game I was talking about. And that time finally just catched it, just only the down forward 1. Shaolin baited, got throughout the rage art, and Seppi just blocked and punished. Yeah, this is more of the Seppi Black I'm used to seeing here.
He's an older vehicle. It takes a minute to start up, get the engine revving. But here you go, power lows. Adding up for Seppi here. Shaolin showing Haze, not really any follow-ups.
But
Big
well played.
easy hop kick though. Gonna get the wall, gonna get the round, gonna get the game. Seppi Black. He's back.
He's back. 3 rounds straight. And yeah, he looks super confident there afterwards. And man, he found some hop kicks in there. He whipped one of them, right? But I think that if Shaolin is looking to black hole, like just, you know, he kind of focuses in on that a little bit more, I think he's going to find some openings from Seppi. But this was where he got baited, down for 1 on block. It did nothing as time was running out. He kind of needed, though, only 2 seconds on the clock. He needed some big damage, so he kind of needed the rage art damage, I think.
Yeah, that was just a good challenge from Seppi too as well. Just was trying to go with quarter circle 4-2, trying to go low there in far mid range there. It was really telegraphed. Might have even tried to feint, but it didn't matter. Seppi with a good challenge and be able to close out the round.
Yeah, the mid feint cancel out of that thing always gets me. I always want to block left field. There's my reactions. I saw it. Boom, mid hit me. Damn it. Wall bounce.
It's scary to go for that stuff, man. The thing is, like, stuff like that, I bet you got to earn that though. You know, you have to establish mid range, like, habits of pressing them. You have to play that game around them. You can't just go for that stuff, you know? You have to earn that in the rest of your rounds.
Seppi here tying it up 1 apiece. 3 rounds straight that time. Let's see what happens in game 3. I'm so curious about what Skywalker's talking to Shaolin about this, because I feel like if you're Skywalker and you lost 2 sets to him and makes up, this is like the one guy you lost, and you had to go back like, what the hell did this guy do to me? And what do I need to do to beat him? So I'm sure he has some notes on Seppi to share with Shaolin. It's also been fun watching Ivory Coast rise throughout the years, too. They were one of the scenes that we didn't really know much about just a few years ago. Pakistan came and said, like, yo, what about Ivory Coast here? They got a big scene. Look at this picture. Yeah, that's what it started as originally.
There's been a few regions like that, you know, like Pakistan obviously is the one that we're going to put on the cover of the book, right? But there's been a few regions like that that have had that kind of a very similar story. And honestly, you know, like even setting that aside, just both of these team rosters, they have such fun character compositions for their teams.
Oh, for sure.
I've seen Seppi much more confidently playing in this range 1, you know, 1 character length away, willing to press, and it's going back to the first game, but with a completely different attitude. There you go, whip punish on the slide.
Yeah, and Seppi, the distance he was playing at there, right? He's so far back, and Shaolin still trying to reach him. Oh my goodness, just finished the strings. Yeah, Seppi's building some confidence right now. He's playing with confidence for sure.
Same range, but completely different attitude. Jack Knight, no counter hit. And you see Shaolin trying to go to that 3-well, right? With that 3-3. Those big 16-frame mids, just mid-range space control buttons like that. There it is, finally a counter hit Jack Knight.
Yeah, he was fishing for a moment, but man,
can't quite complete.
You hate to see it. And Seppi immediately pokes back with a couple of lows and has the life lead back.
Yeah, for Raven, the real reward there would have been the wall.
Oh, for sure.
Seppi with down 4-1 here and then just backing off.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely playing a much slower game here.
Aaron 2-4 there. Seppi willing to punish. Low parry though.
Yeah, I was just about to say too, Seven's been using a lot of generic down forwards just to poke, stop the flow of offense, and Shaoling that time got the low parry against it. Punish, yes.
Okay, there we go. 1+2 throw able to finish it off. Undertaker.
Round 3.
I love that throw name.
And I love how Shaoling played that too. At first I was like, man, why did he opt for the Tartarus ender at the wall like that? He could have gone like 4-4-4 and gone for the far spot or something like that. But he just wanted the wall pressure, I guess, after. It wasn't even about trying to get the splat.
Wow, he got the block into the crouch cancel punish. Very nice, Shaoling. Caught him with the raise drive,
Just
though.
raw dog, baby. Raw dog. Show me the blue.
Off the sidewall splat, though. Eat the get-up kick. Oh, that's brutal.
It felt like he was. I felt like he was looking for a quicksand there.
Probably, yeah. He did get in the crouch really fast there, but that's the risk of it, right? Your back's to a wall there. That's dangerous.
Some more range lows here. Down for some Shaoling.
There, yeah, the downward 1-2, right? Because he's been ducking the high extension every time.
Finally, the low. I'm gonna try to feign next time, but then backflip, get on out of dodge. Seppi with the red dress, Tartarus.
Oh boy.
That could have been a lot
It should have been
worse.
lava jab, but look at him, double chuckles in the lows.
Break on the 1+2.
Shaoling punishes this time, yes! The raise up, he's
Drop,
gonna avoid! No, he
no
doesn't!
way.
Holy moly! The knee track all the way around. Final round, game 3.
I hit you with the reverse kneecap above a raise drive like that.
Man, okay, Seppi back in this.
Yeah, the lay hop kick punish on the quicksand attempt.
Ugh, tons of damage.
60% deficit just like that. Shaoling. This is gonna be a tough one.
Yo, this is the kind of comeback Shaoling made in game 1. Not gonna get the wall bounce, just short. No raise drive either.
His range just like that, 4-1.
Stay solid.
Cartwheel strings.
Okay, Seppi didn't want to extend a second ago. Ducks the high. Stayed solid the whole way through. And Germany now with the lead 2-1.
They've been playing that game the whole time around Ravens down back 2. Obviously with the one follow-up. Seeing Seppi be at the presence of mind and be looking for it, scouting it in that situation. Comes up with the duck and the high, can close it out.
Yeah, I love actually how compact Seppi was playing at the end there, because even off like the 3+4, he's like, nah, I gotta chill right here. Man, that get-up kick was brutal. Oh, looking back at it, that was a critical mistake there for Shaoling. Punishing on the downward 1-2 was good, but look at this range drive tracking, unbelievable.
She farted on him and it's just like,
Flying past.
how does that work, man?
Fart, boom. He's about to cry, dude. You got it, Seppi, man. It's all good.
Man, that's some nightmare fuel stuff. You start focusing on player faces in the middle matches. Dude, I know some people who make some crazy faces. You ever see the people who do that kind of stuff? Like, dude, that's...
Bro, MYK, he moves his tongue out as he's backdash canceling, so you...
I can't deal with that, bro. I can, like, if I see somebody doing that, I'm like...
Or it's a Weiboos. I mean, maybe it's a Weiboos.
I feel uncomfortable seeing something like that.
Can't watch it.
Here we go, Seppi. I mean, it's like we said, right? He's playing in the same range that he was playing in that first game, but I feel it feels like the nerves went away or something. He's playing with a completely different confidence.
Yeah, definitely the first game, he was not the regular Seppi, right? He had to kind of like break free of the shackles that was holding him back for a second. It's like, wait, where am I? There I am.
He's a more older, distinguished gentleman now. You know, he's like, what time is it, man? It's like, what? It's like noon. I guess, you know, he takes a little bit more. It takes a while. He get up at like 10 or whatever.
Germany, though, with the lead 2-1 here. These games have been fun.
Yeah, this was too deep. I mean, we said it before, too. Is like the team composition just because of the character picks.
Yeah.
I felt like looking at the team rosters before this event started, I was like, man, these are going to be 2 really fun teams to watch. So it's cool to be able to see them play together in the captain circle. And obviously, you know, it's a really disappointing result for, I think, both of the teams being able to, you know, play in the consolation bracket as opposed to the main event, right? But I'm just glad we get to watch it go down either way.
Yeah, that's a great point. Oh, we do get the character swap here, too, to Ling Xiaoyu.
Yeah, this was the character who I'll be honest with you, like, Shaoling's Raven is really fun to watch, but I was super impressed with how he piloted Xiaoyu against Australia in the group stages. When I see players who play characters and operate them in a way where they're saying to the other player, I am the more patient player. I have a lot of respect for that. I love that style.
Oh man, but Jurgen get the forward 4-3 to convert off the magic 4 to start here.
I would even say look for Shaolin to represent that if he can get life leads in some of these rounds.
And we'll see right now a little bit behind though.
He has to be conscious of that as well. Clean sidewalk to the left.
Ooh, late on the punish there with that mistrust. Steffi makes him pay for it. First round for Germany here.
Round 2.
Seppi feeling it now, man.
Ooh, I love
Second
that.
game here. Oh my God.
Yeah, he had the sidewalk right. Saw the attack coming, hit the magic 4 times. That was beautiful.
And look at the reward.
Savage too.
This is where it gets hard for Shaolin. Now you're gonna have to take some risks to make anything happen.
Round 3.
That point here for Seppi Black.
Oh my gosh, almost got countered, but all right. Shaolin stepping on the gas a little bit now. Punish, yes. Baited out the hop kick. Down for a 2-1 for the launch.
Seppi does win the lead here.
Oh, I wish he had gone for it. Oh, Seppi Black still in this? We got Rage. If he finds a Rage drop, this is done. He had him. That was it. That was it. Germany was gone already. But now still hanging on. Shaolin has Rage.
Taking around left side, right side. Seppi trying to bait a response here.
Oh, that down back 2-point link so good.
The down 4-1 from Seppi, it's so scary.
Oh my gosh. Oh! Cannot make a mistake on defense. 10 seconds.
He got it, Seppi Black.
Seppi does it for Germany, keeps him in the event. But that does mean we'll be saying goodbye to the Ivory Coast here from the captain circle. Captain Seppi Black carrying Germany forward in the bracket.
And no shame either, because Ivory Coast, like you said, when they sat down, both of these teams really was about, if you can only pick one guy on your squad to carry you through this captain circle event, who's it going to be? It could have been, I think, with the way Skywalker played this week, with the way Shaolin played, it could have been either one of them.
Of course.
You know, but it's always great to see these guys out here, and I'm really happy they brought an experienced veteran player like Akon out here.
Definitely.
That dude's always fun to watch, regardless of the result. But here we go. This is Germany's dub here. In the early stages of the captain circle, you saw that first game. Man, Seppi not really playing like himself. Shaolin able to get some good mix here. There's some crazy mixes at the end of that last round.
Yeah, so many comebacks in that game for him.
Rage played a big factor as well, but then here you go. This was that what you were talking about, that tell from earlier. Big punish from Seppi Black there to be able to close out that round. Yeah, he knows he messed
He
up.
knew, yeah. I mean, there wasn't really a better option anyway with the amount of time left on the clock there. But oh, this Rage drive.
just like that. All right, cool.
Yeah, and Seppi solid defense there, helps him close out that one.
And he played a long set, you know, like got down early, but
Yeah.
yo, I remember who I am. I remember how I'm gonna play this. Took a while, but he made those small adjustments here and there. You can see it from game 2 to game 3, and then now you put Shaolin on the back foot.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful comeback there from Seppi to close it out. Well, let's get on down the stage with Tasty Steve.
Germany takes it in the captain circle versus Ivory Coast. Look, you know I got a soft spot for them, but I also got a soft spot for you. So congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Now, what I wanted to ask you was, have you guys ever played before, you and Shaolin?
Against Shaolin, I never played against him, but against Skywalker, I played against him a few months ago in a tournament 2 times. So I thought they would pick Skywalker again to get his revenge maybe against me. Because I'm pretty certain they knew that I would be their opponent.
سألنا اللاعب هل قد لعبت ضد شاولن في أي بطولة برضو قبل؟ قال لا للأمانة ما قد لعبت، وتوقع أنه كان بيلعب ضد سكاي ووك، لكن اللي صار فعلا كان غير متوقع، أنه هو قد لعب ضده قبل في المرات الماضية وعارف لعبه شوي، لكنه فعلا خلينا نقول أنه استغرب من الاختيار هذا، لكن قدر أنه يفوز المباراة بغض النظر عن الاختيارات اللي صارت.
Now that you've advanced in the bracket, obviously this is good because you get an opportunity to get a little more cash in there. But are there some players that you didn't get an opportunity to play that you've never played before that you will be possibly running into? Who are you excited to play if possible?
I want to play against Thailand again, to be honest. Like we played casuals the last days, and they were pretty good, but in the tournament environment, it's different. So I want to see how we will play against Thailand.
سألنا اللاعب إنه من المنتخبات المشاركة معنا اللي خلينا بلا صح نقدر نقول متحمس إنك راح تلعب ضدها، لأن صحيح إن عنده منتخبات كثيرة، لاعب ضد منتخبات برضو مختلفة ولعب برضو يعني غير متشابه في المنافسة. قال إن أكثر منتخب متشوق إنه ينافسه مرة ثانية اللي هو منتخب تايلاند، ويقول على الستيج شعوره راح يكون مختلف وبرضو راح تكون النتيجة مختلفة، متحمس إنه يلعب ضدهم. أعزائي المشاهدين، منتخب ألمانيا تحقق النصر في هذا المشوار وباقي معنا في هذه البطولة.
Guys, one more time. Make some noise for Germany. They're going to advance in the captain's circle. You can go back and join the team. Sefi, you know it's always love.